Welcome back to Market Day Report. Mark Oppold in for Marlon Bowling and the Cow Guy here, at least for a day. Great to be here and help wind up the year with you. Take a look at the grain trade here. Then we're going to check in with our friends from CHS, Ryan Kelbrants, to be exact, in here in a little minute. But let's go to the board before we get to Ryan. Check out corn up 4 cents. Those of you tuning in on rural radio, March is up 678 3/4. We're going to run through these pretty quick and then get back to Ryan. Soybeans up double digits all morning. Let's check right now. They are not. Back off a little bit. Now up 8.5 on the nearby January. March is the active trade. It is up 8 1/4, up over 11-12 cents earlier, but now up 8 1/4. 14.97 1/4. That's after a high on the March 15.06 1/4. And across that wheat trade quickly here, and they'll look first in Chicago rather. March Chicago up 4 3/4, 779 1/4. Looking at Kansas City, the nearby March contract there, looking at a warmer weather, but some rain as well. Jeff tells us. Hopefully that is the case. March Kansas City up 2 3/4, 882, and then Minneapolis has been near unchanged, a little higher, but near their highs of the day, but they've backed off just in the last half hour. March spring wheat now down 1 1/4, March at 9.33. Let's go to Ryan Kelbrants, CHS, and he is in Minnesota there, so you're watching that spring wheat crop every day pretty close. But I want to talk about the soybean trade, if I may, and ask you about, we've maybe gone too far too fast in here with what we know right now, Ryan.
You know, especially yesterday, we saw some pretty big ranges. You know, you get above $15 and you seem to see a little bit of selling from the country. You're looking at $14 plus, and then that kind of motivates people to maybe do something in the November 23. Corn markets, we saw a nice little sale out of corn yesterday to the Japanese, which was a positive. There's some ideas that the Chinese may be kicking some tires for some beans early next year, so that's seen as supportive. And I think that Argentine crop just weather concerns there, smaller crop estimates coming out. I wouldn't be surprised at all in the January USDA report to see a lower Argentine production number for beans out of them. Those are a couple things. And then we're talking about, it's dry in the United States. So coming this spring, we're going to need some moisture to prevent any type of issues with the crops.
Yeah, we've focused a lot on the corn and soybean trade this morning on the Market Day Report, but I don't want to forget about the wheat trade. Those folks out there in wheat country want to know what Ryan thinks about the trade, and dry there as well, as you know, and it has been for the whole season, it seems like, and wheat and where it might be going in the new year.
There's definitely some concerns, the potential of winter kill threats we're seeing down in the central part of the United States due to that really cool temperatures we saw last week and not a lot of snow cover in some areas. That's helping out the Kansas City market. There's still issues, attacks in parts of the Ukraine. So I think that's putting a little bit of a premium and keeping a premium in the corn as well as the wheat. Chicago and then Kansas City, just the threat of winter kill, and we'll find out in a couple months if there's been any major damage to the crop.
Very good. Ryan, appreciate your time this morning, and best to you and all the folks CHS. We really appreciate your input each and every day here on Market Day Report. Give our best to the whole staff there.
My pleasure, Mark. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. You bet. Ryan Kelbrants, CHS. And again, our quotes, by the way, our thanks to bar charts. Don't want to forget them each and every day. Take a break, come back. We'll check the livestock trade with you, and we continue after this.